Okay, so now I want to expand on what we just did. Now, we just did all that work to find the derivative function. Once we find the derivative function, you can find the slope at any point. At any point. Okay, so, oh my goodness, I think I can hear you on the video drinking your water. I know. I wonder why he has to go use the toilet every 40 minutes. Okay. Alright, so this is our derivative function. You guys just saw how I did it. Actually, no, yeah, let's just do this problem now. Okay? Now, we found the derivative, or the slope actually, at x equals 3 by that way. And we found it this way. Let's find this other one right here. Let's find the derivative at x equals 5. And so what we're doing is we're just going to a different x value, and we're trying to find the derivative at that point. Now, I want to give you guys an overview right here. If I were to graph this function right here, if I were to graph this function, let's see, what I would do is I would factor out the x, and I would get x minus 8. That means I would have a root at 0 and at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I put a root right there. And it would be something like this. It would have a positive curve, like it would go up like that. That would be like our function. That's just a rough sketch. I didn't put any y values on there so that we can keep it rough. Now, this is 2 right here. That's x equals 2. No, wait, we did x equals 3, right? So here's x equals 3. Look at x equals 3. That's what we did right here, right? Yeah. Now, at that point, at x equals 3, which is right there, if I were to draw a tangent line right there, what would that slope be? Positive or negative? Negative 2. That'd be a negative slope, right? And actually, exactly, what is the slope right there?
Negative 2.
Yeah, we found it. It's, where is it? Oh, I erased it. It is negative 2 at that point. Now, this other problem, this next one, it says find the equation of the tangent line of the graph of this. Okay, now, this is these two questions. This one question I ask to my Algebra 1 students all the time. What are the 2 things you need in order to write an equation of a line? Slope and?
Or a point.
You say intercept. Now, intercept is, the y-intercept is a special point. But you really only need a slope and a point. You can use any point you want with point-slope form. You need a special point to use slope-intercept form. So what we need is a slope and a point. So I'm going to write that down. We need 2 things. We need a slope and a point. So this is at x equals 5. So at x equals 5, now that's 7, 6, 5. We have a point right there. We want the equation of that line. That's the tangent line, right? Do we know the slope of that? Now, a really clever person would know the slope right away. Does anybody know the slope right away? Yeah?
Positive 1.
Close. No.
2.
It's positive 2.
Yeah, because it's the same.
Because it's the same distance from the vertex, from these 2 points. So these 2 points, they kind of have the same curvature at that point of the line. The purple one is going to be negative. The green one's going to be positive. So we should get positive 2, right? So if you weren't clever, don't worry. There's a way to figure this out. Now, keep in mind, this is what we got to keep in mind. We need a slope and a point if we want to find the equation of a line. So let's first find the slope. We need to find the slope at x equals 5, which is right here. So at that point, so this green line right here, we need to find the slope of that green line. The best part is we already found the slope function. We did it previous. Because this is the same function right here, we don't have to find the slope function again. We already had the slope function. What does the slope function do? It tells you what the slope is at every point. So we're at 2. So if I want to find the slope at 2, I just have to go f prime of 5 and plug it in. I get 2, 5, minus 8. Where'd you get that? Right here. That is f prime. F prime is 2x minus 8. So there we go. 25, or 2 times 5 is 10, minus 8 will give us 2. So what's our slope at x equals 5? 2.
Wait, is prime slope?
F prime.
So now that we have the point at that x value, at 5, because you know some problems say find the derivative at 5. So the derivative at 5 is 2. We use the formula there. Okay, now we have to find the points. So I need a point here. Okay, do we have a point on this tangent line?
Yeah. The actual
we
point.
we have a 5 for the x, right? Because on this tangent line, I know that the 5 is the x value for this
Negative
point.
15.
What's the y value?
Negative
Plug it in.
15.
Plug it in what?
That equation.
Function.
Do you plug it in the derivative or do you plug it in the function?
Negative 15.
You plug it in the function. If you plug the 5 into this function, then you're going to get the y value for that point right there. So when I plug that in, it's going to be, let's see, we got 5, or f of 5 would be 5 squared minus 8 times 5. So we have 25 minus 40, and that would give me negative 15. Cool. So I have negative 15 right here. All right, we have a slope and a point. Can we write the equation? Heck yeah, point slope form. Boos. All right, so we have y minus the, let's see, y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. And I'll explain the book's formula in a second here. Okay, so y1 is going to be negative 15, so it's plus 15. The slope is 2, and the x value is 5.
Yeah.
Done. Now, I wrote an equation on the line. That's all it asked. If it said write an equation in slope-intercept form, you're now going to take this and solve for y. Okay, so you can write it in y equals mx plus b. The book has this formula, and I'm going to show it in a second. Instead of saying y sub 1 right there, it's going to say y, or f of a, and a is the 5. And then instead of saying m right there, it's going to say f prime of a, which is what we did over here. We plugged in the 5 into that. Yeah, it is kind of annoying. And then right here, it's going to say a. So this is what it looks like. See it right here?
I saw that it was
Yeah, this is confusing to me. I mean, it's not confusing. I understand it, but I think it's confusing for people who are learning this for the first time. I like just the regular point slope formula anyways. But anyways, that's how you guys do it.